Merry Meet Witches, Graybeard Crow Father here. Special guest Luna, because he decided to jump up in my lap. So, first thing I wanted to go over tonight was for those of you who put in for the book giveaway, I have been contacted by you all, and the books are in the mail as of this afternoon. Some of you may get them in a couple days, and one of you maybe, I'm thinking, I don't know, Sunday, well, no mail on Sunday, Monday or Tuesday because of where you're at in that state, which I won't mention. So, one of the things I wanted to go over tonight was as soon as Mr. Luna, I gotta put him down. This cat is a beast. I mean, literally, he is a beast. Ugh. So, I'm going to go over a magical garden. So now with spring coming on, it's one of the best times that you could actually think about putting together some herbs that you would be able to use in your ritual work and your spellcraft. Now, whether you're going to do an inside garden, which would be a good starter, or outside, depending on where you're living with the weather, it's all location dependent. Where we're at, we'd have to do an inside garden and start it. So I don't have the room to start one right now, but I plan on probably taking care of that within the next couple weeks, as I do have a greenhouse in the basement, which is where we store all our plants during the winter time that we normally keep outside on our porch. And now that's we're starting to get warmer, we'll move all those plants outside, and then I'll start this herb garden down there, in addition to the vegetables that we're going to end up planting out in our regular garden out in the back. We have a big 40 by 40 space that we actually have raised beds, and we do a garden there. Enough about that, though. Yeah, so if you want to actually make something that you can use as far as your spell work or ritual work is concerned, growing it like an herb garden is actually a good idea, because you'll find that you won't have to buy any of the ingredients if you do, and you can constantly keep growing them, and you might even actually be able to make a little bit of a profit off that garden if you end up selling some of those. So a few of the things that you could actually grow. This is not the end all be all list. I just wrote down some of the ones that are more common, and you can expand that out as you grow in your practice. Garlic. Now, garlic is great, but it will take forever to grow the bulbs. But I mean, you can still grow the plants; they'll grow tall and then actually grow the bells on top. Now, garlic is a good herb to use when it comes to doing banishing or using them for strength spells. Tarragon, which you can use and grow. Not only can you use it for food flavoring, but you can use it for magic and spells, and that's good for self-confidence. Then the most common one, sage. Now, I have never grown sage. I know that it doesn't take long. I've never actually seen it in its actual, well, around where we live, I've seen it in the plant form. Usually, I know that people have it and let it grow, and then they dry it out and hang it around, and it's actually pretty cool if you can, grow it and dry it, turn it, put it, hang it on, strings and let it dry out, because you'll probably find that you're going to use it more for a lot of different things than you would ever think of. Again, it's also good flavoring for food, but obviously sage is good for cleansing or protection, among other things. Another common one, oregano, We have grown some of that in the past, and it does come up pretty nicely and pretty quick too. Now, magical uses, you can use it for health or happiness, among other, listings that you can come to find that you're going to use it for. Another common one, lavender. Now, we have grown some lavender here too, and that does come up pretty good and pretty quick. You can use that for relaxation or happiness. Some people I know have actually made a lavender like cleansing, sort of cleansing bundle. I've never actually done that before, so I don't know how well that would smell or how well it would work, but I have heard that people have made it. Parsley, very common, very easy to grow. Obviously good for food flavor. Well, not flavoring so much as garnish, but it can be used for magic of fertility and cleansing spells. So there's that option. What we do have growing a lot out in our backyard is peppermint. And peppermint is nice. It smells great. You can use it for calming spells or positive emotions. But I do want to make you aware of the fact that peppermint, much like spearmint, tends to take over everything. We had a small spearmint patch in our backyard, along a little garden we have alongside our garage. The spearmint just went haywire and took over 10, 20 feet. Basically, underground it grows these tubers and then comes up. So you got to be careful. I would say if you can, keep peppermint and spearmint separate in its own separate container from everything else, because otherwise you'll find that they're just going to take over everything. Cinnamon. I've never actually grown cinnamon. I don't know how easy or hard it is to do, but you can use that, and spells would be love or actual power. I keep looking down because Luna's here and he keeps grabbing onto my leg. Dill. We have grown some dill. That's very nice. It grows actually wild if you can find it sometimes. Also, again, used for flavoring and or canning. You can use that to overcome obstacles or see positive effects. Clove. I have never grown that. I don't know how hard, again, or easy it is to grow that. Again, another flavoring if necessary or if you want. But you can use those for protection spells or to remove a curse if you need to. Rosemary. Again, very common, good food use. Magic-wise, it's good to use to banish negativity or for cleansing. Basil, also very common, food flavoring. Magic-wise, good for prosperity or strength spells. Hemlock, I have not used that, or excuse me, I've not grown that, so I don't know how difficult it is or how easy that is either. But magical uses, you can use it for warding or astral projection. Catnip, we have grown, obviously, with all these cats around. It obviously does a little magic number on the cats. I know that some people have actually dried it and smoked catnip too. Now, it does not have a psychoactive effect like you think would be with marijuana, but it does actually calm you down. And I know people have made catnip tea before too. So next is Valerian. Again, I haven't grown this, so I don't know how difficult that is. Magic properties, you can use it for gaining friendship or courage. And then thyme, also probably found in your, spices cabinet, spice rack. Good to flavor food with, and magical wise, it's good for concentration and healing. Now, there are lots and lots of other herbs and plants that you can use. I can't cover every single one of them, otherwise I'd be sitting here talking for hours on end about them. You can do a little bit of research and find the different magical uses or ways to use them in, say, creating an incense if you wanted to. I do have that one book, the Green Wiccan Herbal, I think is the name of it. That has a lot of good information in it. Doesn't tell you how to grow it or how to keep it growing, but it does have a lot of listings for different herbs and different spells that you can use them in. So, yeah, I mean, now if you got the time, if you have nothing to do because you're stuck on lockdown or, you know, because you're quarantining, maybe take the time to look at growing a magical garden and herbs. It might be to your benefit. And then you find that you actually have a new hobby. And again, like I said, you might be able to make some money off of it. Who knows? Now, I don't normally give, endorsements to any particular company. I try to keep it neutral. But there is one that I would like to actually give a kudos to because they make a fantastic product. So I'm going to hold the camera because I'm using the product to prop the camera up. Now this is a sandalwood sandalwood amber candle. It's made out of soy, completely natural soy, so it burns better and longer than wax candles do, and it doesn't put off any toxic fumes or anything like that. So if you look, it's about half full. We do burn it. Fantastic smell. All handmade, personally made, and the company is called Pure Integrity Candles. Now I know they have a website. They're based out of Williamsville, New York, just east of Buffalo, New York. I've been getting candles from them for years, and this sandalwood amber is just, I love burning it. It puts such a great smell throughout the house. It permeates. You can get that size, I think is the 26-ounce size. I think they're $25. But if you go on their website, which is pureintegrity.com, I'm pretty sure, or just Google Pure Integrity Candles, they have all the different sizes, 26, 20, even down to simple votives and or tea lights. It's a small business, family-run business, so if you are interested in checking them out and even buying some of the candles, we have actually tried a few of the other scents. They're all great, but my personal favorite is the sandalwood amber. I just, come home from work, light this thing up, let it burn for an hour, and that scent just, you're like, nice and calming, you know what I mean? Well, you would. So I wanted to go back over the one thing again here. So I am going to be doing, that's not going to work. I am going to be doing the contest for the Cauldron. Again, the contents were 3 crow feathers, ethically sourced sage. Get out of there, guys. Sorry. Some candles, some white candles, some black candles, ethically sourced Palo Santo, a great smelling cleansing sage, or not sage, but you know, you can use it for cleansing. Sorry, I should have had this all ready. Little jar of moonstones, little jar of blue topaz, white quartz with the coyote bone. This is one of the ones that I talked about doing, that I did for the ritual for Samhain not last year, but 2 years ago, because last year we didn't do it because of the pandemic. Tiger's eye, hematite, bloodstone, quartz, then the water from the Well of Brigid in Great Britain. This is actually water from that well. We know the people that went, they brought back some. We got a small amount. I'm giving this to a chance to y'all to get it too. Then what I didn't do the other night was this candle holder. I thought that it might be something like a pretty cool addition to someone's altar or table. The candle's not included. I was just using it to demonstrate that. And then finally, the cast iron cauldron. Yes, you would get all of this if you won this contest. Now, I have yet to decide what to do for the contest. I'm sorry I'm showing you guys all this stuff all over again, but I just wanted to reiterate, this is a great kit for someone who's new that doesn't have many you know, objects and tools to start with. So I'll probably announce what we're doing for this contest by next week, Friday, so everybody knows. So the other thing I wanted to mention real quick was on the subreddit, I thank everybody for actually becoming members of that. We're over 312 members now. It just blows my mind. I can't believe that it would ever take off like that. I'm glad everybody's enjoying this series, because you know, I just wanted actual factual information to get out there. So I appreciate that. And 62 or 63 or maybe 65 subscribers on YouTube too. So thank you all. I appreciate it. That's all I have for tonight. Everybody, please stay safe and stay healthy. Graybeard Crowfather signing off. Blessed be everybody.